Just out here in the great outdoors for a minute. For those of you that are looking at snow, we've had a long winter out here in this desert. And so it's kind of nice. Wind's blowing up the storm. We're going to be checking out this grouting shower here in a minute. We have owls, resident owls. Sometimes they hang out in this tree, although I'm not seeing any. They'll sit up there still as a church mouse and just look down at you and blend in, but I'm not seeing any right now. It's probably too open here in this particular tree. Just thought I would check it out while we were out here. Nothing up there. So, alright, so let's get in the house here. Here's something of point of interest. An old wagon. It's kind of cool. We're going to get to that live stream over here in the shower in a minute. Here's some yard art for you. Kind of cool. Look at these hubs. These are actually metal. There's a nut in the middle. I don't know if you can see that nut. Just while we're out here, just something. Okay, here's the nut. You can see there. Up here. There's spokes. Rubber on the wheel. What a deal, huh? Look at this old step. Here's the step for getting in the little carriage. Another step. This just needs to be redone. It's kind of cool, point of interest. Just thought I'd show. While I was out here, a little place to carry your groceries or whatever back in the day. Got a metal leaf spring here. So, modernized area. Well, we will get going on this tile and get it grouted. I'm going to do something a little different and outside the box from what's common anymore. I mean, not common, but they're doing, sorry for the face shot, man, that was bad. Sorry for that face shot, that was terrible. My hair's all windblown. Looked like Phyllis Diller, for those of you that remember. Oh, maybe more like not Leonardo. Oh, who's that guy? Mozart, the wild hair dude, you know. Okay, here we are in the shower. I'm gonna mix up some. This is from hey, how's it going? From Fantastic, is that right? Hey, so I'm going to do something a little different. I'm taking this powered grout here from Tech. All right, it's multi-purpose, and it says you don't have to seal it. Well, I want a shower that's going to last a lifetime, and so I'm going to take a sealer, which if I can't prop this, you can see this. And I'm going to mix this grout sealer in here with it. Okay. This is a water base. This sealer, this grout is a water base. So I'm going to carefully mix in this a little at a time because I don't want it too thick. too thin. I really don't want to add any more because I've got more than what I need in here now. And the directions say do not breathe this dust. And so I'm mixing it up carefully not to stir up any. Okay, we need a little bit more of that sealer for sure. And this is non-sanded grout. Now I'm going to mix some sanded and non-sanded together. And the difference between sanded and non-sanded you use up to an 1/8" grout line. And you don't want to do any more than that because it has a tendency to want to crack. Now this says crack resistant, this particular Tech Power Grout 550 that I'm using. Okay, you can see it's getting like mud. All right, and it says I need to mix this for like 2 minutes and then let it set for 2 to 5 minutes. And then we can start grouting. Hey, Country Girl Adventures, thanks for dropping in. I was just over at your channel, what was it? Yesterday, I think. I like your channel. Thanks for being here. Do you know the other person here on that's here in the channel as well? Yeah. You got to keep it interesting, right? Yes. So they want me to mix this up for like 2 minutes, which I think it's thoroughly mixed, you ask me. It looks like pancake batter, you know? I think it's pretty well mixed up. Hey, Broken, what's up? I call myself that all the time, Broken. They're like, you're broken. Not really. So I find that interesting that you go by Broken as well. Is that your name, Broken? I mean, is Ken your name? All right, so now they're telling me, I think I've mixed this up long enough, to tell you the truth. And we'll let it sit. I've got to put this in a few areas that have really small cracks. Grout lines. Yeah, that's grout. And this is the grout I'm using here. This is for walls and countertops and floors. Okay, it says it's stain resistant and you never need to seal. Well, I'm mixing it with this grout sealer anyways. I have put it on a test piece last night and it looks really good today, and it's hard, it's solid. I guess I'll go get that. But this is really good stuff here. I'll go get that test piece right now so I can show you the test piece while we're letting that set up. But I'm thinking with that sealer in there, it's not water. They wanted me to mix it with water. Sorry about this cave I'm in right now. Not really a cave. Just don't have any lights on right here. Okay, let's get to this piece where I did my test. And we will show you what we're looking at here. All right, last night I took the sealer and I just wiped it on this particular one. Then this was grout and sealer. I wiped on this one. All right. And then this is the sealer and the unsanded grout put in here. I mean, this is like glued down. I mean, that's like, look at this. It just ripped off. Look at that. It sealed like now. I mean, good. And it was like that this morning when I tested it. And that's why I'm going ahead Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Broken. And Country Girl. So the sealer is really good stuff. Now, it doesn't say to mix it with it. That's something I'm taking upon myself to do. So I was doing a test piece here. All right. But I know I don't want to leave it because it's going to be very difficult to get off of here if I leave this on. Okay, cool. Thank you, Broken. And that's Atten. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Moving dirt, cool. So anyways, after doing my test piece, I've come to the conclusion that I want to mix that grout sealer with it. Okay, the grout sealer is a water base. My grout is a water base. It has polymers in it. Polymers help to, is why it says it's a sealant and it doesn't need any sealer added to it. But I'm making it, I want it to last forever, you know? And so I'm just going that extra mile. Now you can buy grout today where they sell you a sealer that goes in it instead of water. And so that's where I got my idea. Hey, T-Con in Nepal, thanks for dropping in. This is my test on my tile because I'm going to be grouting this floor tile in here, okay? And this was my test piece that I've tested. All right. So that's getting pretty thick. All right. So now the first thing I'm going to do is, here we go. I'm going to have to spray this sealer on while that's setting up. I think I'll mix it just a little bit more for the moment. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to take the sealer. Well, this is setting up just a little bit more. Okay. Now, I can't hold that and show you this at the same time. But I want you to see that I poured the sealer into the spray bottle, okay? And now I'm going to spray the sealer on to seal the tile first. Okay, I should have already done that actually. Should have already had this sprayed, but we're going to do it now. Okay. So here we go. There's the sealer going down. You can do this with the sponge, but this is quicker and easier. Now this is under my shower seat. There's my shower seat. Got my tools on it. Anyways, this is underneath is my storage, all right? For shampoos and body washes and all of that. Different types of body washes, shampoos. Okay, now I got to get down into here. So this spray bottle really makes it nice. Okay. All right, so there you have it. As I'm spraying this along. You can also do this if you're staining wood. You can put stain in a spray bottle and you can stain like in a door where you've got all the nooks and crannies, all the detailing. Your door, you can put stain in there and it will seal it. Just to let you know. If you didn't know, now you know. All right. So, I'm just making sure I get this good and saturated. Okay, this is my sealer. I'm also mixing it into my grout. Now you can buy grout and a sealer combination, and they usually want a lot more money for it. So I just got a water-based grout. With polymers in it for sealing. And then I'm using a water-based sealer that I'm mixing into this grout. So I'm mixing this sealer. What kind of drywall? I don't have drywall on my walls. It's concrete backer board I have. So this is a combination that I'm using here. Okay. Now this is outside the box. Nobody is saying to do this. Yeah, no, you really don't want to have drywall behind it, unless it's the old school where they're literally taking the fat mud and troweling it on the walls, and you get this heavy buildup on the wall of concrete. Then your tile goes on that, and that's old school. Not too many people are doing it like that anymore. But then you could do it on the drywall, because that's how this was done originally. But I've got concrete backer board. Yeah, backer board. Yep, concrete backer board. There's several names for it. Durarock is another name for it. Another type. But it's a concrete backer board. And then I took Mapes water sealer. It's like a plastic. That's what this green stuff is you see. All right, there's traces of it where I sealed my shampoo shelf here. All right, that's a sealer I put on the concrete backer board. I also put it around the back side of this tile here in the niche so I don't get any leaks. And that's residue, that's stuff I'm going to clean off. My video from yesterday, I'm cleaning the green out of the shower, the shampoo shelf. Hey, Queen Paula, it's been a while. How you doing, my friend? I'm doing good. Do you know Country Girl Adventures? Country Girl, do you know Queen Paula? All right, I'm letting this set up for a minute. I just sprayed my tile with a sealer. And I'm getting ready to put my unsanded grout in it. Next, I'll be mixing sanded grout and unsanded grout together. And be doing that. Let's see. That doesn't really show you. I don't know if I can show it. I'm going to try. All right. It's kind of hard to hold this and do what I'm needing to do here. I got some areas that are really, they're a little too close together. So I'm going over it with the unsanded first to fill in those areas that are just a little too tight. Okay, like right here. Oh, where's another area? Okay. So I'm getting these areas here that the grout line just a little too tight, for the sandy grout, which is unsanded, is actually designed for, is to go in 1/8 of an inch or smaller. So it's perfect. Then we know from the test pieces that it's going to stick better than glue. Or should I say better than most glues anyway. All right. Bear with me here. Whoops. Okay. I'll show you what I've done here. When I can get a hand free. All right. Gonna get this down in there. That will be sealed really well. All right. All right. Get these areas filled in that are a little bit small. They've been sealed. All right, I just had a couple little areas. And it's how to work out really well. Okay. Now, get this cleaned up. Okay, I don't know if anybody's still here. Oh, there is. Great. All right. Now, I had some areas right here where the joint was just a little small. And the sanded grout may not have went in to where I needed it. So this is unsanded I'm filling it with, all right? And I'm just going to kind of wipe this up here. Fill in the crack as I go. All right. Now it's saturated as I got this in here. This may take a little longer. I probably should have done this first before I went live. Should have done this first. Oh well. I wanted to see it in progress, you know, see it in action. So one way to see it in action, that's to do it this way, I guess, you know. I just need a tripod. Is the only thing. Get one working. All right, let's see here. Maybe that will allow you to see. I need to clean off the top of this. Because I'm using this sealer in here, I'm just really trying to make sure I get up as much excess off the top so I don't have to come back, and because you can really cause yourself extra work if you're not careful.
I'm trying to pick up the excess to avoid that for sure. Time to rinse. And I should probably be wearing gloves. This really dries out your skin big time. Dries out the skin like nobody's business. It doesn't mess around. Okay. I'm going to get in here so that that doesn't become a problem later. Dries up and gets hard, it'll be a pain. All right. That's my drain, obviously. For those of you that wasn't sure. Always want a clean spot when you do this. Yeah, I should have sprayed this tile to seal it, then waited for it to dry, then come back and do what I'm doing now. That's what I should have done. That's how I should have handled it. So you don't want to do it the way I've just done it. You want to spray your tile, seal it. This is a slate floor, by the way. And that's why I'm sealing it. Your natural stones, you want to seal your natural stone before you put down your grout. Because the grout can actually stain your natural stone. And if you don't want it stained by your grout, then you seal it first. There may be some cases where you want to use the grout to stain your tile, you know. Just depends on what you're doing, what you're looking for. I'm going to rinse this out. I'm going to come back over this with another sponge. And the sponge I was just using was the wrong kind of sponge, but it didn't matter for what I was using it for. And then this sponge that I have is the proper type. It's just pretty wore. Okay. This one here. I'm just going to wipe this down. Kind of speed up the drying of it. Okay. Trying to get it spread out and trying to get the sealer spread evenly as it begins to dry. So it's kind of like a second layer, second application as an end result to this. Going crisscross is always a good idea. That way you're not leaving out anything. If everything's being caught, it's catching the grain or the pores in all directions that way. Okay. And I haven't touched that piece there in the middle yet. Because I was wanting to make sure I caught all this first, because I'm not going to go back over that. Okay. Get the residue. That's why you want to use a clean part every time. Okay. Now we'll show you how that's looking. Don't know if anybody's still here at the moment, so we'll find out right now. Okay, one person's still here. Oh, I reversed my camera. Nope, I didn't. No, I didn't. I need some redo mine, the silicone sealant. Yeah, silicone. The silicone's good. This is a silicone type sealer that I'm using. Yeah, just go over it. Just clean it. If it's dirty, go over it with 50-50 vinegar and water. And wipe it down, let it dry, and then go over it. You can redo it. Use 100% silicone caulking. Well, it's not caulking, it's 100% silicone in a tube. But I would first clean it really good. I think what I would want to do is hit it with the vinegar. The vinegar kills the mold, and that's why you use vinegar. I don't know why you couldn't use straight vinegar personally. I don't know. But I would do vinegar. Wow, man. I would do vinegar, and then I would go over it with alcohol and wipe it down real good with alcohol. And then I would put in my 100% silicone. I use bleach yeah, bleach might eat it up. Bleach is an acid, actually. I called the manufacturer one time looking for something, and I was speaking with the chemist, and the chemist told me that bleach is just diluted muriatic acid. It was just diluted way down to nothing. So that's what bleach is. Diluted, like 100 times. Diluted down by 100 times muriatic acid, and you get bleach, if I remember right. So anyways, no, that's why I say vinegar, water, and then I would want to go over that with alcohol, and shoot, and I would put down that 100% silicone, and you should be good to reseal. You know, use a razor knife or your drywall knife, and or wrap the blade with tape and use a piece by hand with tape wrapped around it. And you do want to use gloves. I'm feeling it in my fingers, a little tingling sensation right now. So gloves, I have some gloves. I should probably just put them on. I mean, I could endure the discomfort, but you know why? You know, the older you get, it's like, makes no sense. But at any rate, this is looking pretty damp. I'll show you what it looks like. This floor, it's drying up. Here we go. Now here's the area that I just went over. You can see the grout there. Anytime, if I can be of help, that's why I started my YouTube channel. You know, when I came to do my channel, I came here to make a difference. I actually put up my first YouTube video back in 2009, and I was clueless. It was on hydrogen, hydrogen on demand, and I did a little video, showed it, you know, did a few videos. Then I didn't do anything with my channel. I came back to it, what, 4 months ago or so now, and have this how-to channel, and I'm here to make a difference. I'm here to help people. If I can help you learn, it's great. and that's why I'm here. So if you have any questions, if I can help you with your job, you know, just hit me up. I'm more than happy to let you know. And the best way is when I go live, because I got catching up to do on comments. You know, I'll spend an hour or so on my comments catching up, but it's like I'm always playing catch up. So the best way to get to me is when I go live. I can't see the screen at the moment, so if you're commenting, I'll have to go back and look at it. But just to let you know, keep it real, keep it, you know, personal. Yeah, that's the way I would be the best way. All right. Yes, and I'm going to be redoing this bathroom. It's all tore apart. I put PEX plumbing, that plastic piping in my walls, like you see against that blue pipe there. That's PEX. Those are all joints. This whole bathroom, I've redone most of my house in PEX, and I'm going to be remodeling the bathroom here. There's a copper PEX joint. As you see, there's the PEX, but I use the copper elbow. All right. So all this, that's why I got that up in there, because it's been cold this winter, as it just falls. But nonetheless, that's what I'm here for. Sorry about the face shot. Holding this camera is kind of frustrating. But yeah. So if you have any future questions or something, you know, when I go live is really the best time to catch me. You can send me my comments and I'll get back to you. I just don't know, you know, how many days it'll be before you hear from me. Just being honest, you know. So, all right, I think I'm going to start doing some grouting now. I'm noticing a joint right here. See how fine, how small that is? That's a little too close. All right, so I put some of this on my finger. I'm pushing it down in that grout joint. Doing the same thing over here. And I'm sure that's not recommended to do it the way I'm doing it here. I'm sure it's not. But you want to be careful not to wipe it out as well. You want to come across at an angle, for those that don't know. Yeah, I'm seeing a few little areas that I need to hit still. Right here's this marginal trial I'll use for that. See, that works pretty well. It's the tool to use, actually. The margin trial, or trowel. Nobody's on trial. It's a margin trowel. It just don't sound right calling it a trowel, you know. It sounds like you're trying to say something. You don't know what you're saying, so I don't like saying it that way. But anyways. Where else? Now this inside of this shower seat, I did ahead of time. And I used this non-sanded grout. I put it down in here. And then I set my tiles on top of the sanded grout and then cleaned it, okay? So it's the sanded grout seals it, locks it in place, grouts between the joints, and it worked really well in that tight area that was just about impossible to work. And again, I was just using that's just my idea, you know? Trowel, yeah, trowel. Yep. If you don't know, you say trial, and that's not right either. No one's on trial. Just trying to look for any more areas. I'm going to have some areas, I think, with mixing now. Now, the next thing I'm going to be doing, which I guess I need to do right now, I'm trying to get this piece, is I mixed sanded with non-sanded grout. And the purpose for sanded grout is it strengthens the grout, like rock in your concrete. Okay, it's the same principle. It helps with the cracking, or does stops cracking, and so that's why the rock's in the concrete, and so they put the grout, the sand in the grout, to help keep it from cracking and make it stronger. So it's the same principle. But in the shower, with this, and the fact that I've mixed sealer into it, this is super strong, and it's going to work just fine. I did a test piece that I was showing at the beginning of this video, beginning of this live stream, the test piece. I'll show you now that you're here. We'll go over here. Where did I put that test piece at? Put that test piece. Where did I put it? I hid it from myself. Oh, here it is. All right. Here's the test piece I did last night. And that has the grout sealer mixed in to this power grout. I didn't use water. I used this instead of water. And you see it's a water base. All right. And it's a Teflon. And I mixed it with this polymer. This has got a lot of polymers in it, which is, it's like a poly, that's not a poly. Anyways, it's a water repellent that's mixed in here. Okay. And so I'm using this for my water. And in here, this is my non-sanded, and it's darker is the sanded, and I'm going to mix these two together. And that's at about a 70-30 mix ratio. Okay. You can see the two different colors there. And I'm going to mix this grout sealer into it. Okay. And it says 3 years of protection, where this actually states you don't need to put any sealers at all, because it's all, it's got everything you need in there. Okay. And it's crack and shrink resistant, because this has a tendency to shrink. And so this is a superior product itself. And then this prism is the sanded I've gonna mixed with it. And this also has polymers in it. It's just not as much. So we're gonna have one serious fortified grout in this. I want it to last. Now I'm selling the house, so I want it to be top notch. You know, if it lasts 100 years, I'd be excited. And that's what I'm shooting for, you know. Nobody cares hardly like that anymore today. I care. And so I'm got to think outside the box and make it better. All right. So now I'm going to wipe this up. Let me see your comments. Hey, Sea Otter, what's up? Broken. You're making a difference. Home improvement. Yes. Well, I'm down to my grouting my shower here, Sea Otter. And you just heard me talking about improving my grout and making it stronger. And so that's what we're doing. I'm getting ready to mix up the grout I was just showing you and putting it on the floor and getting this sealed up. It's a moment I've been waiting for, let me tell you. This has been a long time coming. Definitely a labor of love. All right, let's get this wiped. Okay, catch that at an angle. You don't want to clean it out. All right, so there's that cleaned up. All right, now my next trick. Get this all cleaned out. This was clean, believe it or not. All right. See, Yes, definitely so, Sea Otter. All right, now I'm going to take, and I hope I have enough. I should. I'm taking this sealer. I'm supposed to use water, okay? But I'm taking this Teflon sealer, and I'm going to use it for my water in here, all right? Because I'll show you on the bag. This bag says mortar, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Anyways, it's water. They want me to put water in here. But I'm not putting water. I'm putting this Teflon sealant in it. And we're going to see how it goes. Little at a time. I hope I have enough. That should be enough to get started and see where we're at. Okay. Because if not, I'll have to add a little water, which I don't want to do. It'll still be fortified, but I want it to be 100%, 100 plus, you know? Let's see how it's going to work. I'm hoping I don't have to put any water in this. So I'm mixing it up here on the side where I can get this mixed thoroughly before I mix it into the dry stuff. Okay. Get this mixed real thorough. Then I'll mix it in to the stuff that's still damp. Oh, you're playing guitar. Cool. Yeah, I got to start practicing with mine. I got a decent little cheapy guitar. I have electric. I used to play Smoke on the Water back in the day, but that's the extent of my guitar playing. I used to play the drums as a teenager and was halfway decent. You know, back then it was playing the Cheap Trick and Van Halen and those guys back in the day. But then I, become a Christian, and I quit playing the drums, and I shouldn't have. I should have kept playing. And I like to learn how to play a guitar. I enjoy singing. I don't think I'm some great singer by far, but I do like to sing anyway. So playing the guitar kind of goes hand in hand with that. Well, guys, it looks like this part is doing its thing. Now I'm going to mix in the stuff over here that's still dry. All right, let's see how it goes. And I have a little bit of sealer left to add to it. And so I think we're going to come out all right. Once I get this mixed, I'll be putting it down on the floor and getting that floor covered. And I'm thinking by the time the floor's drying as we speak, the directions say a consistency of peanut butter, and so I get this smoothed out. Looks like I might have to add a little bit more of that sealer to it, and I have a little bit more. So I'm going to add a little bit. Don't want it too thin. It may end up taking this whole bottle, which would be fine as long as I get it to the right consistency. But at this point, if I had to add any water, that would still be okay. Doing this with one hand is a little difficult. Maybe I can set this right here. Bring this bucket up where you can see. and I can okay. Now, all right. Now we can get this mixed. It's coming out. It's doing it. It is doing it. Just about ready. A little bit of powder down there. Okay, I got a little bit of sealer. Playing guitar after, very useful. Yes. Yes, if you have any questions, hit me up, Sea Otter. We could even do a phone conversation, you know. Send you my email or something. Give you my number. Even. Shoot, looks like we got it. That did it. We are creamy, man. That was the ticket right there. Let me give you a nice close view. Look at this. We have peanut butter, folks. Who wants jelly? Who wants honey? We did it. No water. No water needed. No water added. Broken yummy. Yeah. Throw in some peanut, some honey with this. We're good to go. All right. Now, the instruction says let it sit for 2 minutes. Stir it for 2 minutes. Let it sit from 2 to 5 minutes. And then I can start putting her on, getting her done, as they say around here. As they say in the South. That's my home away from home right there. South is, that's for sure. Because this dog is going to hunt. Look at this. Let me find the bucket. Here we go. Look at this. This dog is going to hunt. That's going to work right there. Just got to let it sit now. Going to let it sit. I got some of this on my screen. Hey, Mud Hill Mowers. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, if you don't know Mud Hill Mowers, he makes one bad mamma jamma of a lawn 4-wheel lawnmower. That guy don't mess around. He's got it going on. That dog hunts for sure. His lawnmowers are one bad machine. That's for sure. Oh, looking for that dog. Hey, that dog is connected to your lawnmower because it hunts. You have modified those mowers. You've done a great job, man. You were thinking outside the box, bro. I think you know Sea Otter Rick. You may not know Bro Ken, though. You know, it's all about making friends, guys. You know what I'm saying? Gals, if there's a female on here. This is drying. That's good. I gotta let that set for a few minutes. So what I think I'll do, if you guys just want to hang out, I'll go outside, take a look at this desert sunset. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I got a call. Sorry, I'm talking to my wife. Yeah, Propane said to be here tomorrow. I said, you told me today. So, at any rate, we'll take a look at the great outdoors. Sorry about the face shots, guys. Have fun building them. Yeah, they look like fun, bro. If I had one out here in my backyard, my front yard, I'll show you my front yard here in a second. I'll show you what your lawnmower would do good out here. It would tear it up. All right, here's my yard. Bam.
There it is. If I had one of your mowers out here, I could go to town. So this is my yard. This is while the the grout's curing, doing its thing. Oh yeah, it has to be fun to build and ride, but you must be a pretty good mechanic, for sure. Yes, it is a great riding area. Guys come out here with their motorcycles and four-wheelers and horses, and there's a road down there out in front of us. And they're crazy looking at it, but you can't. You're not going to. I can't wait to move out there to this house. I don't know if it's going to be Georgia, or Alabama, or Tennessee, or Arkansas. I don't know where yet. That's why I'm fixing this house up, so I can have it sold this summer. Hopefully I get it done. Things go a little faster. I have owls that live up in that tree. And got some great sunsets. When the sun sets out here, red and blue and orange. Really, really nice. Just excellent area to ride. There's also a natural hot springs out here. Up in the mountains, down in the valley, you know. There's a hot spring out of rock. I ought to do the hot spring thing and go live. That would be cool. I haven't been there for a long time. Yeah, it is. Yeah, too bad there's no clouds. Not much wind's blowing the clouds out. Got quite a bit of wind going on today. Breeze is nice. Oh, I'm on Zoom. Let me zoom out. There you go. I'm in California. I live in California, but I'm looking to sell, my wife and I, and we're going to move back to the south. I don't know if it's going to be Tennessee or Alabama or Arkansas. I'm not quite sure what state yet, but I like it out there. I was living in Mississippi buying a house about 8 years ago in Tupelo, where Elvis was born. I enjoyed living there. Pine trees. I hang out with pine trees. They hang out with this pine tree. But at any rate, we're going to go back inside here and get to grout and get her done. Have some fun, get her done, you know what I mean? But, yeah. So there was a little mini view of my yard. Winter looks like it's just decided to go away out here. We've had a very long winter for California out here in this desert. Okay, I think I'm gonna put on some gloves. One second, gotta check this out real quick. Yeah, thank you. Gotta send a friend a message here, if it'll go. I am L-I-V-E live. O-W. All right. Bam. Okay, now I hope I didn't mess up my live stream. All right, I didn't. Yeah, the area is nice, I broke in. It's California desert out here in the Victorville area, if you're still here. I had 4, I went outside and lost my audience.
All right. So now, let's get this on the tile. Let's get this floor grouted. All right, I'm gonna have to set this up, in a corner so you can see what's going on. I gotta scoot, catch you on the progress soon. All right, thank you, Bro Ken. Appreciate you dropping in here. All right, here we go. We're gonna get this grouting going on. Gotta get the gloves on. All right, one down, one glove to go. All right, got the gloves on now. We're ready for business. Here we go, and we're off. All right, here we go. Round and round and round and go. I don't know what you can see, what you'll be able to see. Got to get this in here really well. All right. All right, got underneath the seat, I do believe. Okay, I'm not sure what you can see at this point. Okay. All right. Okay, let me grab this so I can show you. All right, got this all nice and covered. All right, starting here in this area here. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see. All right. Now, let's get this like right in here. All right. Now let's come in here. Let's get this. Let's get alongside this wall. Bam. Get that in there. pressed in that corner. They're coming this way. They're coming. Get that out of there. Okay. Who goes there? Nothing goes there. Okay. All right. Okay, get that down. Get that down. Okay. Keep this moving it around. Okay. All right. Okay, now let's get this moved over here where I'm thinking you should be able to see something. I don't know what you're seeing, that's the problem. All right. No one's here. This is what I've got. All right. And so that's just to give you an update. All right. Got under there really well. Gonna have to come back and wipe all this up. Got this much of the floor left. And well, I guess you could fast forward it for those that are tuning in later. For sure. That doesn't help. That helps. But that doesn't help because you're just looking at the floor. Doggone it. This is frustrating. Alright, what do I have? Maybe this. Maybe this will work. Let's see. Okay, who's here? Son Paul, how's it going? I'm doing good. Trying to let you see what I'm doing here. And kind of difficult to get this camera set in the right spot at the moment. All right, there you go. Now you can see good as me. Right, we're doing my shower. We're grouting the shower. You'll have to go back and watch from the beginning because I mixed up. I'm doing some things a little differently and making this grout a whole lot better. And you'll have to catch it from the beginning just to get all the details of what I was doing. All right. So here we go. All right, get that cleaned off. Get this in here. I'm getting this all grouted here on the edges. Okay. Okay, so we're getting this all grouted in. Okay. All right, getting this all taken care of here. Okay, we're getting this all filled in. What we're doing, filling it in. It all filled in really nice. Okay, I'll show you what's transpiring. Looks like I mixed up just enough. How cool is that? Let's get back here in this corner. Okay, let's get this back here in that joint. Okay. All right. Okay, now, what are you seeing? What are you seeing? Well, you're seeing most of it anyway. All right, just about done here, folks. Don't forget to, if you haven't liked or subscribed and you're new, please like, subscribe. Look forward to any questions. Welcome all comments, any suggestions, ideas. Okay. Filling in all these joints, all the joints between the tiles. And this seems, the 5-inch blade here seems to give me quite a bit of control over what I'm doing. That's why I'm using it. Okay, I will finish up with this sponge trowel. Okay. All right, now. Let's get this down here. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, now, could we have anybody watching? No. Maybe I should call it a day. All right, so now, gotta get all that covered and pressed in. It's good and tight. Pressed in around the joints here at the edge. And here. Okay. covered. All right, I think we're good. Everything is filled. Everything is filled. So we're good. We are golden. All right. Well, we are calling it a day. So if you're still watching, or if you've fast forwarded to this point, my hair is all sticking up. Anyways, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for being here. I hope you learned something. I show in the beginning how I've mixed this Teflon sealer with my grout. And the grout has polymers. And that's why I mixed it. I did a test piece here. I will show you the test piece. Here's my test piece I did the night before. It was stuck to this base, to this cardboard. Look at the back. Okay, this really was stuck well. And so this is what happened when I peeled it up. All right, it just tore the paper. And this is mixed. All right, there's no separation. This particular grout, this Tech Power Grout 550. Okay, it's full of polymers. They say you don't even have to seal it. No sealing required. But I want a grout job that's not going to last 20 years. I want a grout job that's going to last 100 years, 50 years. You know, these cost a lot of money. And for me, a whole lot of time. And I want it to last. Here's the overall view. All right, that shampoo shelf, that's going to get trimmed in glass pencil trim. It's not complete yet. When I get it complete, I'll do a brief video on it. And then as I continue to remodel this bathroom, I'll be doing updates on it as well. So hope this has been helpful. And again, if you're new here, hit the like button, hit the bell. Hit the subscribe, and then hit the bell, and you'll get the notifications. This is a mixture of how-to. I even have a few food challenges on here. I did with a special friend of my wife's. They're worth watching and funny. Helps take your mind off things, you know. So the food challenges are funny and good. So look forward to hearing from you. I made a couple wooden forks. Wooden forks, yeah. One you can actually eat with. One's for decoration, and the other one's for actual usage. Something you might want to watch. All right, so I'm shutting up. Goodbye. God bless. Take care. Never give up, because there's always a way, and keep looking up. Bye for now. I look forward to hearing from you. And don't forget, subscribe, like, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. All right, God bless. Bye for now. See you on the next one.